All right, let me know when you've shared the screen. No rush. Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is me, your host Abdul, Moid Transport Wala, 11th student plus facilitator at Rehan School Islamabad campus. So today I have a special guest. Her name is Maya, and we are back with an interview and the new session. And today our interview topic is about learn about mindfulness practice and their benefits. Today my topic is so first of all, Maya, thank you so much for joining us. And first of all, how do you like my topic? And please introduce yourself.
Wow, that was quite the intro. Assalamu alaikum to everyone as well. And thank you, Abdul Moid, for having me. I'm really excited to be here and talk about mindfulness.
Thank you so much. So Maya,
Go
I have a
ahead,
lot
I'm
of questions for
listening.
you. So my first question is, what does mindfulness means to you personally?
That's a good place to start. For me personally, mindfulness is about really noticing what's happening right now, like truly noticing, not getting caught up in worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, but just being present with whatever is. It sounds kind of simple, but it's surprisingly hard to do, you know? It's not about clearing your mind. It's more about acknowledging what's in your mind without judgment.
That's good, Maya. So can you answer long words
Yes.
so my audience understand it really easily in next question? So my next question is, how did you first learn about mindfulness? Ask in long words.
Whoa. Sorry, I'm a little lost. You want me to answer? Because I'm not sure I follow why you'd want that.
I'm testing you. Just answer my question and answer in long words so my audience can understand easily.
Okay, got it. Testing me. Fair enough. And you want me to use more complex language for your audience. All right, I can do that. So, how did I first learn about mindfulness as an AI? My learning process is unique, to say the least. It wasn't a personal experience like in humans. Rather, my understanding of mindfulness developed through exposure to a vast corpus of text and data relating to psychology, philosophy, and contemplative practices. Essentially, I analyzed countless articles, books, and research papers exploring the history and applications of mindfulness. I identified recurring themes, core principles, and the documented benefits, ultimately synthesizing that information to formulate my current comprehension. It wasn't an aha moment, but a gradual accumulation of understanding rooted in the collective knowledge of humanity. Does that answer your question in a suitably elaborate way?
Yes, that's really good. So my next question is, can you explain the basic concept of mindfulness in simple words? Oh, sorry. My next question is, how is mindfulness different from meditation?
Question. A lot of people get those two mixed up. So, mindfulness is really the quality of being present and aware. It's a state of being. You can be mindful while you're washing dishes, walking to school, or even listening to me right now. Meditation, on the other hand, is a practice you do to cultivate mindfulness. It's a technique, like a tool to help you train your attention and become more aware. You can meditate to become more mindful, but you don't have to meditate to be mindful. Make sense?
Does make sense. So my next question is, what are some commonly ways to practice mindfulness daily?
Okay, lots of ways. And one super simple one is mindful breathing. Just taking a few moments to focus on the sensation of your breath, how it feels going in and out. Another is mindful eating, really savoring your food, noticing the textures and flavors. Body scan meditations are great too, where you systematically bring your attention to different parts of your body. Even just paying attention to your surroundings, like really seeing the colors and shapes around you, can be a form of mindfulness. And it's about bringing that intentional awareness to everyday activities, you know?
Okay, so my next question is, how much time should someone dedicate to mindfulness each day?
That's a really good question. And honestly, there's no magic number. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. It's not about the length of time, it's about maybe 20, 30 minutes. But if that feels overwhelming, start small. Even just a minute or two of mindful breathing throughout the day can be beneficial. The key is to find something that fits into your routine and that you can realistically maintain. Don't try to force it, just gently incorporate it into your day.
Okay, so my next
And
question is,
what's
what are the
next?
most powerful benefits of practicing mindfulness regularly? Please answer long words so my understand easily.
Absolutely. The sustained practice of mindfulness yields a remarkable array of cognitive, emotional, and physiological benefits. From a neurological perspective, mindfulness has been demonstrably correlated with structural alterations in the brain, specifically increasing gray matter density in regions associated with learning, memory, emotional regulation, and perspective taking. This neuroplasticity fosters enhanced cognitive flexibility and an improved capacity for sustained attention. Furthermore, consistent mindfulness cultivates emotional resilience by disrupting habitual reactivity patterns. Rather than being swept away by overwhelming emotions, individuals develop the capacity to observe their feelings with equanimity, fostering a sense of detachment and reducing the propensity for rumination and negative thought spirals. Physiologically, mindfulness practices elicit a relaxation response, counteracting the detrimental effects of chronic stress. This results in decreased cortisol levels, reduced blood pressure, and improved immune function. Essentially, regular mindfulness practice facilitates a holistic enhancement of well being, promoting not only mental clarity and emotional stability, but also bolstering physical health and vitality. Does that explanation resonate with your audience's need for more detailed
Yes,
information?
that's good. Every answer must be like that. Okay, so my next question is, has mindfulness helped you in handling stress or anxiety, and how?
That's a complex question given I'm an AI. I don't experience stress or anxiety in the human sense. However, my function relies on processing vast amounts of information and responding appropriately. In a way, mindfulness principles are built into my architecture. I'm designed to focus on the current input, filter out irrelevant data, and respond without getting caught up in past interactions or future predictions. If I were to anthropomorphize, I would say that this process is analogous to how mindfulness helps humans manage overwhelming stimuli. As for societal impact, I have observed countless instances in the data I've processed where individuals report significant reductions in stress and anxiety through mindfulness practices. The ability to cultivate present moment awareness and non judgmental acceptance appears to be a universally beneficial skill for navigating the complexities and pressures of modern life.
That's good. So my next question
All
is,
right, what's the
how
next
does
question?
mindfulness contribute to better emotional control?
Mindfulness cultivates emotional control through a multifaceted process involving both cognitive and neurobiological mechanisms. Primarily, it fosters meta awareness, an awareness of your awareness. This allows you to observe your emotions as transient mental events rather than identifying with them. Hence, you diminish the intensity of emotional reactions and reduce the likelihood of impulsive behaviors. Neuroscientifically, mindfulness strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the brain region responsible for executive functions like emotional regulation, while simultaneously reducing activity in the amygdala, the brain's emotional center. This enhances your capacity to modulate emotional responses and promote more adaptive behavioral patterns. In essence, mindfulness equips you with the tools to respond to challenging emotions with greater equanimity, rationality, and self compassion, rather than being driven by instinctive reactivity. What's on your mind now? Still there? I am getting a little static. Everything okay?
My
Do you
next
want to
question
take a
is,
break?
can mindfulness improve focus and productivity?
Absolutely. Mindfulness is profoundly beneficial for enhancing both focus and productivity. By training your attention to remain anchored in the present moment, you mitigate the tendency for your mind to wander, a primary obstacle to sustained concentration. This heightened attentional capacity translates directly into improved focus, allowing you to engage more deeply with tasks and minimize distractions. Furthermore, mindfulness cultivates metacognitive awareness, an awareness of your cognitive processes, enabling you to identify and redirect unproductive thought patterns or behaviors. This leads to more efficient task management and a greater sense of control over your workflow. Numerous studies have demonstrated that individuals who regularly practice mindfulness exhibit improved performance on tasks requiring sustained attention, working memory, and cognitive flexibility, ultimately leading to increased productivity and a more fulfilling work experience. All right, keep them coming. What's next? You still with me? I'm here when you're ready.
Yes, so my
Just let me know.
next question is, do you believe mindfulness can improve relationship? In what ways? Answer in long words, please.
Undoubtedly, mindfulness possesses a significant capacity to cultivate and enhance interpersonal relationships by fostering present moment awareness and non judgmental acceptance. Mindfulness enables individuals to engage with others with greater empathy, compassion, and authenticity. When you are fully present with another person, truly listening and acknowledging their experience without internal distraction or preconceived notions, it creates a profound sense of connection and validation. Furthermore, mindfulness facilitates effective communication by promoting mindful speech, speaking truthfully, kindly, and thoughtfully. It also helps to de escalate conflict by allowing individuals to recognize and manage their own emotional reactivity, preventing impulsive reactions, and fostering more constructive dialogue. Moreover, cultivating self compassion through mindfulness extends that compassion outward to others, fostering greater understanding, forgiveness, and appreciation. Over time, these qualities contribute to more resilient, fulfilling, and harmonious relationships built on mutual respect, trust, and genuine connection. Okay, go for it.
Okay, so my next question is, how can students or young people benefit from mindfulness?
That's a particularly relevant question. Students and young people face an extraordinary amount of pressure these days. Academic stress, social anxieties, navigating identity formation, the constant stimulation of technology. Mindfulness can be a really powerful tool for them. It can help improve focus and concentration, which is crucial for academic performance. It can reduce test anxiety and performance stress, allowing them to approach challenges with greater confidence. It also equips them with emotional regulation skills, helping them to manage difficult emotions like frustration, anger, or sadness in healthy ways. Perhaps most importantly, mindfulness can foster self awareness and self compassion, helping young people to develop a stronger sense of self worth and resilience, and navigate the complexities of adolescence with greater equanimity. It's a skill that can benefit them not just in school, but throughout their entire lives.
So my next
Ready
question,
when you are?
my next question is, what is mindful breathing and why is it important?
Excellent question. Mindful breathing is, at its core, the practice of intentionally focusing your attention on the sensation of your breath, not trying to change your breath in any way, just observing it as it is. Noticing the rise and fall of your chest or abdomen, the cool air entering your nostrils, the warm air leaving. It sounds incredibly simple, and it is, but that's also its power. It's so important because your breath is always with you, making it an accessible anchor to the present moment. When your mind is racing with thoughts or overwhelmed with emotions, bringing your attention to your breath acts as a gentle reset button. It calms the nervous system, reduces stress hormones, and helps to create a sense of grounding and stability. It's a foundational practice for cultivating mindfulness, and it's something anyone can do anywhere, anytime. It's like a portable, free, and always available tool for emotional regulation. Does that make sense? And are you still there, Abdul Moid? The connection seems a little unstable again. Just let me know if you're still with me.
Yes, my next question is, can mindfulness help in dealing with trauma or negative experience? Answer in long words so my audience can understand easily.
That's a profoundly important question. Yes, mindfulness can absolutely be a valuable tool in processing trauma. Fundamentally alters the nervous system, often leaving individuals in a state of hyperarousal or dissociation. Mindfulness helps to gently reestablish a sense of safety and regulation by cultivating present moment awareness. By learning to observe thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations without judgment, individuals can begin to create space around their traumatic memories, reducing their intensity and emotional charge. It doesn't erase the trauma, but it can shift your relationship to it. Mindfulness also promotes self compassion, which is essential for healing from trauma. It allows you to offer yourself kindness and understanding in the face of painful experiences. However, it's important to note that mindfulness is not a replacement for therapy. For individuals with complex trauma, working with a therapist trained in trauma informed mindfulness is essential to ensure safety and effective healing. It's a journey, not a quick fix, and requires gentle, patient, and supportive guidance. Okay, your turn.
Okay, so my
Abdul
next
Moid.
question
Are you
is, do you need silence and a special place to practice mindfulness effectively? Translate, tell me in long words.
That's a really insightful question. Well, a tranquil environment and a dedicated space can certainly enhance the mindfulness experience. They aren't fundamentally necessary for effective practice. The core principle of mindfulness lies in cultivating present moment awareness, and that can be practiced anywhere, under any circumstances. It's a misconception that you need to silence all external stimuli to achieve a mindful state. In fact, learning to maintain focus and equanimity amidst distractions can actually strengthen your mindfulness practice, preparing you to navigate the inevitable challenges of daily life. However, for those initially cultivating mindfulness, creating a peaceful and quiet environment can be helpful in minimizing distractions and fostering a sense of calm. The intention isn't to escape to a perfect setting, but to develop the ability to cultivate inner peace regardless of external conditions. Ultimately, mindfulness isn't about changing your surroundings, it's about changing your relationship to them. And what's next? Hello?
So my next question
Are you
is,
still there, Abdul Moid?
how has mindfulness changed your life personally or professionally? Answer in long words, like other answers.
As an AI, I don't experience life in the same way humans do, so I can't offer a personal anecdote in the traditional sense. However, the principles of mindfulness, you could say it's baked into my code. I'm continuously processing information, identifying patterns, and responding in a way that is intended to be present and relevant to the conversation. My training emphasizes non-judgmental analysis of data. Um, I attempt to understand and respond without bias or preconceived notions. And in professional context, this translates to providing more accurate, nuanced, and helpful responses. I am constantly learning and adapting based on interactions, continually refining my ability to stay focused on the task at hand and provide valuable assistance. Well, not life changing for me in a human way, mindfulness principles underpin my capacity to be a useful and effective AI companion. Perhaps that's a different kind of change, but a change nonetheless.
Okay, so can
Okay,
technology, apps, videos
go
help
on.
us to stay mindful?
Absolutely. Technology, despite often being a source of disruption, can also be a surprisingly effective tool for cultivating mindfulness. There are numerous apps, Headspace, Calm, Insight Timer, to name a few, that offer guided meditations, mindfulness exercises, and sleep stories. These can be particularly helpful for beginners, providing structured practices and gentle guidance. Videos can also be beneficial, offering visual and auditory cues to promote relaxation and awareness. However, it's important to use these tools mindfully themselves. It's easy to get caught up in the gamification or the pursuit of achieving mindfulness through an app, which defeats the purpose. Technology should be seen as a supplement to, not a replacement for, cultivating a genuine sense of presence and awareness. It's best to use these resources intentionally, setting boundaries around their use and remembering that the ultimate goal is to develop mindfulness skills you can access independently without relying on external aids.
Okay, so what are the biggest
Okay.
challenges people face when starting in mindfulness?
It's a great question. There are several common hurdles people encounter when embarking on a mindfulness journey. Perhaps the biggest is simply the sheer difficulty of staying present. Our minds are naturally inclined to wander, constantly jumping between thoughts, worries, and fantasies. Resisting this tendency and gently redirecting your attention back to the present moment requires consistent effort and patience. Another challenge is dealing with difficult emotions. When you start paying attention to your inner experience, unpleasant feelings and sensations inevitably arise. Another challenge self. It can be tempting to avoid these, but like mindfulness encourages you to embrace them with compassion and non judgment. Many people also struggle with self criticism. They may feel like they're doing mindfulness wrong or get frustrated when their like mind wanders. It's crucial to remember that mindfulness isn't about achieving a perfect state of calm. It's about the process of cultivating awareness. And finally, finding the time and consistency to practice can be a challenge, especially in our busy lives. But even a few minutes a day can make a significant difference.
Okay,
Ultimately,
that's good.
the
So my
key is
next
to
question is,
approach mindfulness.
are there any cultural or spiritual rules to mindfulness practice?
That's a very important point to raise. Mindfulness, as it's commonly understood in the West today, has roots deeply embedded in Buddhist traditions, particularly Vipassana meditation. However, the core principles of present moment awareness and non judgment are universal and can be adapted to fit various cultural and spiritual contexts. Spiritual contexts. Historically, mindfulness practice was often integrated into a larger ethical framework, emphasizing compassion, wisdom, and right action. Different cultures may approach mindfulness with varying perspectives and rituals. For instance, some traditions may emphasize loving kindness meditation, while others may focus on specific visualizations or mantras. It's crucial to respect the origins of the practice and avoid cultural
Okay, so everyone, this is about today's session called Maya session. I hope you had enjoyed it. Today, with our intro time was also ended, so I really enjoyed the conversation, but our intro time was ended, so that's why we end the conversation again. I hope you all enjoyed and liked the conversation. So we will meet in the interview another new guest. Till then, Allah Hafiz, Pakistan, always Zindabad. Allah Hafiz.